I got to get this back. I can't let this go. And all of a sudden, Nunn quits. That's his old self. He just quit.
You know, it's almost one of those situations on a one-point deduction and a continued warning. A fighter abandons any kind of a body game plan at all, but Nunn, no, he keeps going there.
He didn't abandon it, but it sure made him mad. And he's been fighting with a great deal more fierceness than he's shown before. I mean, he's almost like lost his head, which is unusual for this guy.
Halfway through the 7th round.
Oh, I mean, this guy's going for a knockout. I mean, Michael Nunn wants knockout time. He doesn't want anything else. Get up, Frankie, they're going to start counting you.
Second down that he's tossed him down here.
Yeah, and Frankie shouldn't stay down to kill time, because that's the way temptation creeps in to count you. Hey, if you hurt that bad, you know, you should bounce up and act like it's nothing. Also, you don't want to show the other guy that you're getting tired. He is getting tired. I don't know about the altitude, but I do know about the body shots, and that does get you tired. Even though they've been so far south of the border, Nunn has really launched a heavy body attack. It seems to have wilted Frank Liles.
Liles definitely going backwards from where he was early, even though he's gamely coming ahead on Nunn. Nunn just hot-shotting him now with that great counterattack that he's got.
He's got a wonderful jab. We haven't seen much of it. I mean, he's in a mode of attack now. He's not doing what he used to do with that jab, but he's got a wonderful jab and he wants to use it.
Slings another right hand and also hit low on Liles. Liles just kind of raised his eyebrows, saying, well, what else is new?
Liles to the point of exhaustion where he's not trying to block him. He's just ducking down with each attack.
You see Nunn coming out, good right hand, and he follows with a combination. Liles trying to cover on the ropes. Nunn fighting right up the middle as the bell sounds, and Michael Nunn has ignited a little fire here.
Excellent round for Michael Nunn.
Don't forget, coming up, our main event tonight, and it should be a great one. They'll battle 12 rounds for the middleweight champion of the IBF. And it's going to be Bernard Hopkins, who had a chance for a world title before, going up against Segundo. And his name is Mercado, and they're going to know it forever here in Ecuador. And there he is in his dressing room. And every place you go, all you hear is the chant for this young man and Ecuador. They are really pumped. Young man has been trying to be shielded from almost all of the activities. But you can't keep him away from everything as he gets ready for tonight's title fight. Coming up next on Showtime.
Well, this is the kind of hammering action that you see. You see pinpoint accuracy on the part of Nunn, and the other guy is just kind of flailing, trying to keep him off. For the first time, it looked like the momentum swung definitely to Michael Nunn. Let's see if he follows up, which he usually doesn't do. Let's see if he does. Let's see if he understands that he's on the way to a knockout victory if he can keep it up.
8th round of a scheduled 12-rounders underway. WBA Super Middleweight Championship from Quito, Ecuador. Sam Smith, Bernie Pacheco here in Ecuador. Bruce Beck and the former champion Bobby Ches in our studios in New York. And right now, the defending champion Frankie Liles, who seems to be wilting, is now getting hammered here by Michael Nunn.
They butted heads
again.
And, you know, Nunn is just so upset. He keeps looking at the referee and talking. When he gets butted, when he gets an elbow, he keeps looking at him. And the referee gets fights. Protect yourself at all times.
Little cut on the bottom of the lip there of Lyle. How about the scoring so far, Ferdy? What do you got?
I got it dead even, 66 to 66. They took a point away from Michael Nunn, and they've been swapping rounds. Now it looks like that Nunn is on a run, but still by points at 66-66. It might as well be the first round. We're just starting.
Lyle trying to take the fight to Nunn again. Nunn. Great foot movement as he backs him up into the ropes.
Confidence is etched on the face of Nunn now. Worry is etched on the face of Frankie Liles. It looks like he's not having a good time. He's really getting pummeled to the stomach a lot.
Little infighting again, as Ferdy pointed out. A lot of times the fighter will have that one key punch inside. Guys are just trying to wail away on the outside with looping punches. Nothing up the middle right now. You see that wide left hand of Nunn. Well, pretty good right hand lands on Lyle.
When talking to Michael today. He told me, he said, I love the way Chavez lands that left hand over by the liver. He says, that's going to be my shot. He certainly has landed it enough. He can send a crate of oranges over to Chavez in appreciation of that left hook, because he has been hammering it any chance he gets. Left hook, right hook, all to the body.
Liles quietening down in the latter rounds here now. Has played right into Michael Nunn's game.
Oh, no. See, that wasn't hard enough to do that. That wasn't hard enough to do that. He's play acting now. He is now looking for any excuse he can. That body attack is killing him. He's now bending him over. See it?
Frankie Liles really taking some shots.
And stop Nunn in his tracks with one punch.
One big right hand and then follows with a combination. Nunn trying to lean on him to smother the punches.
Boy, he got hammered. If he wasn't in great shape, he would have gone down. Well, that's a surprise punch coming in just when things are going your way.
Liles just arm punching here at the end of the round.
He really doesn't have anything. You know that? He doesn't have anything.
And there's the bell to end the 8th round. Turn of events both ways. Let's head back to our New York studios where, gentlemen, you've seen this fight. We have ebbed and flowed in this one tonight.
Bobby, it is clear that Liles is outworking Nunn.
Yeah, I think that he's winning the fight, and he's not winning it by any large margins, but there are only brief moments of brilliance by Michael Nunn. He's not working early enough in the round, tries to pull the round out late, but it's not enough work. Frankie Liles is just outworking him, but right now I think that the toll is being taken on Frank Liles' body a little more than it is Nunn. Seems to be wearing down a little more quickly. One time when he pushed him to the ground, he didn't get up right away, wanted to get the rest. He's tired.
What does Nunn have to do in the next few rounds?
I think he's got to put on the pressure and force the fight. He's got to work a little earlier. The body shots are starting to work for Michael Nunn. Stay with that, and he's got to rip some uppercuts inside, and he can pull this out.
Could Nunn be stealing the rounds late with those flurries?
With any judge, it's possible. Sugar Ray Leonard was one of the best at doing it. For my money, no.
All right, let's go back to Sam and Ferdy, ringside.
Back him up. He can't fucking go back.
Thank you, gentlemen. Bell sounds to start our 9th round of a scheduled 12-rounder. Michael Nunn on the left, and the champion Frankie Liles now working himself to the left side of your screen. As Showtime Championship Boxing brings you the WBA Super Middleweight title, a title that Michael Nunn once held and would like to regain it tonight from the champion.
Well, the last 2 rounds have been Nunn on the attack. You see him come out and dance. I mean, that's not an exhausted guy. I mean, this guy's got everything he wants. The other guy is looking to clinch, looking to buy some time with the referee, complaining. You know, the difference between seeing a fight at ringside and seeing it, you know, in the studio is never more evident, because you can see what's in their face and how their body sags with the attack. That middle of the round attack by Nunn really took everything out of Frankie Liles. If he hadn't been able to catch him with that one punch, that would have been the end of him.
Frankie Liles trying to come back with some counters on against Michael Nunn. We'll see him back up against the ropes.
Well, there's that work ethic we spoke of, and we're watching, but now it's not like it was in the early rounds. It's not with brio, it's not with zing, it's just arm punches. He's not getting anything in there.
It is just about time, certainly, to start thinking about, will Liles defend his title or will he lose it? He's held it for 4 months and 5 days. The shortest anyone has ever held the super middleweight numbers is Murray Sutherland. Held the title for only 3 months and 25 days. So not a long run for Liles. He'd like to make it a lot longer. He'll have to work in the last 3.5 rounds. Still a little blood just in the bottom part of the mouth and on the mouthpiece of Frankie Liles. No problem. That occurred back in the 7th round.
Again, both men in a just tie up the other fellow and let the time go by in a time-consuming mode. They're not picking up the pace of that last round. Oh. Those were 2 home runs by Nunn that didn't come close.
You know, he has an unusual style, Ferdy, and in fact, he throws that left hand and just kind of rocks back on his heels in order to duck what's coming at him and comes back with the right hand.
He's very hard to hit flush. You know, the times he's been beat, he was very careless at the time. When his synapses are all working, when his reflexes are working, he's a hard man to hit. He does like Ali. He uses his physical advantages. The fact that his legs will take him out of trouble, his height will take him out of trouble.
Well, Nunn was...
He just got hit a real hard shot. Every time Nunn gets hit a flush hard shot, he falls in and tries to tie up. He's smart.
You see him still ripping those shots to the body. Maybe caught on the belt buckle, but he's still throwing them. Liles again, it almost seems at the end of each round is almost arm punching to the end of the